Good morning. This is Carrie Newman, and I hope you're surviving on this very hot summer day. Today I want to talk about a book. It's a book review that I'm going to give you of a book that I got at Amazon called The Enneagram. And it is one of many, many books today published on the Enneagram. In fact, the Enneagram is one of the hottest topics in the field of psychotherapy today. It's a very mystical topic, and yet it is a topic that was sponsored for a continuing education unit by the National Association of Social Workers just recently. And I attended that workshop, got very interested in the Enneagram, and the workshop was led by a wonderful teacher named Teresa Tivenon. She lives in the West End of Richmond, Virginia, and she is a wonderful psychotherapist, coach, LCSW, and student of the Enneagram. She teaches it for different groups, and she is a very articulate and worthwhile person to get to know. Now, I don't get a commission for mentioning her, but I do want to say that she is someone really worth getting to know. I also have become very interested in the Enneagram, and I have a couple of books that I think have the depth of the mystical and the personality types that the Enneagram addresses. The personality types are probably not as important as understanding the great mystical aspect of the Enneagram that goes back centuries and centuries. The book that I have today to tell you a little bit about is this one, which I got from Amazon, and it's called The Wisdom of the Enneagram, The Complete Guide to Psychological and Spiritual Growth for the 9 personality types. Each personality type has a certain temperament, and there are 9 of them, and you can hear them very easily described in many books, but in this book there's depth and there's the spiritual aspect to the development of the type. Each type has its own qualities, and none are better than the other. So there's no type in competition with another one. However, there are types that one, say a 9, would be more attracted to than others. And in fact, one, say a 9, might be attracted to a certain number for stressful times and another number for fun and relaxation times. This book gives all of that information, plus it also gives the information about how your greatest strength can also be your greatest weakness. Or I call it, in other forms of psychotherapy, your shadow self. That your positive self has a shadow self, that taken to the extreme, it can become a negative point of view. And this book explains how to overcome this. It talks about the healthy number, and it talks about the average number, and it talks about the unhealthy number and the characteristics of each. So ultimately, you will want to find out what your number is, because it will give you a world of information. There is a concept called the Johari window, not mentioned in this book, where one window is what you know about yourself and other people know about yourself. A second window is what other people know about you, but you don't know about yourself. Interesting. And another window is what you know about yourself, but other people don't know about you. And then the fourth window, which the Enneagram really helps with, is where you have something that you don't know about yourself, nor do other people know about you. So this would be something that's more in the unconscious. And the Enneagram, because it's so hot a topic in the world of psychotherapy today, really addresses those unconscious aspects of your personality. And it helps you also to get along with other personalities because you have an understanding of the characteristics, the strengths, and weaknesses of another personality. So one of the things that I would hope that you would do is discern between the different books that you get as you look at all of the possibilities, and you look for those which do also address the very mystical, spiritual side of the Enneagram, because that is where a lot of the power comes. That is where a lot of the information that goes back for centuries and centuries comes from. And it also blends very beautifully with the explanation of the 9 personality types. So I hope you have a very good hot summer day, and I will talk with you again very soon. Thank you.